Come over here and I see Darius like sitting there like playing the drum and praying.
Oh yeah, I was like jamming, we were doing some worship music.
It was awesome. And
I need to learn how
oh
to sing. It was awful. My singing was horrendous last night.
No, it wasn't.
That's Leash.
So I came and I saw that and I was about to jump in on it, and there was this guy that I'd seen come in earlier, and we had heard that there was like a prophet guy coming.
Prophetic dude.
And
crazy ass. He was awesome.
Then we heard, oh man, never mind, he's not coming. And so I saw this guy show up at devotions and like dancing around while the drunk people were like singing and stuff. And I was just like, oh, that's cool. He's come to help us volunteer, join stuff. And he started talking to me. He's just like, hey, and like, what's your name? I'm like, it's Hannah. It means grace and favor. And then like we were chatting for like 2 seconds. All of a sudden he just started going at it. He was the prophet guy, and he started like prophesying over my life and like boom, boom, boom. Like, man, everything he said was so spot on. It was incredible. Like, I'd never met him before in my entire life. I never
spot
said it.
on.
It was crazy. And then Jacob came out of the
More
tent.
spots than I have.
It was crazy. And then Jacob came out of the tent and he started going at Jacob too. And we spent like 45 minutes maybe, like just sitting there, and he was talking to us and prophesying over us, and it was insane. It was crazy. And then he went in. I came and they needed more help with sausages, so I started flipping sausages and I was doing an awful job. I was dropping them and giving to them people like half cold, and like Jacob came in and like started like cutting them and like saying, gotta get to the core. I'm like sitting there, like some like guy comes over, he's like, guys, don't worry, I'm a professional chef. He's one of like the kids that's had a little bit much to drink. He starts flipping them like beautifully. I'm just like, I'm useless here, so I come back here and I'm like, la-dee-dee, and John starts talking to me again. So the prophet guy, his name is John. And then I see the new year starting to roll around, so I go in my tent to pray, and
she missed all hell-breaking.
Well, I did miss the last part. I was sitting there, and I'm pretty sure somebody was fighting right outside the tent because I kept feeling like footsteps. I had Steph's
they haven't even gotten to New
beats
Year's
on.
yet.
Well, okay.
Oh, maybe.
I just had Steph's beats on, and I was listening to, what is it?
Worship music.
I'm a lover of your presence. I'm a lover of your presence, oh God. I'm a lover of your presence.
I look really good in these.
They're mine.
Wait, let me see.
Anyways.
No.
I was sitting there listening to that and just going, I want to spend the new year with you, Jesus, because I love you so much. I was definitely like, woohoo, and like I'm pretty sure there's a fight going on outside our tent because it kept getting knocked, and like I heard like big like boom boom booms happening outside, but I'm like, I don't care, I love Jesus. And then all of a sudden I look up and there's Van sitting in the tent, and you gotta understand there's a light shining in the tent, so I can't see anything outside. Also all of a sudden I see Van's face like pop in the tent, and he's laughing at me because I've like got the earphones on. I'm like, I'm a lover of your presence, like worshiping by myself. I'm a lover of your presence. And he goes, makes fun of me. Song ends. I come outside.
I don't know. I went in there to be the first person to tell her Happy New Year's. Because, you know, why not? And then, while that's happening, New Year's, yeah, everyone's cheering. We're like handing out. There's less people in here because we're almost out of sausages, and there's some good conversation still happening. And then, the second New Year's rolls around, about 8 fights break out instantaneously. And then, periodically throughout the day, we had 3 fights on our tents.
Throughout the night.
Throughout the night. 3 fights on our tent in about 10 minutes.
I came out and saw a couple of them, and they were intense.
They were all really short. The girls' fights were long. The guys' fights were about 4 punches and then someone's down.
Yeah.
The girls' fight was like hair pulling and
swinging girls around, hitting the ground.
It was so silly. Like they're just smacking each other's faces
came out
off.
and all of a sudden I see 2 girls like
so mean,
like in a headlock spinning each other around, screaming and like pushing and like scratching and clawing, and like they fall into the boys' tent, just break the boys' tent. Like it was so funny, and it was just, but also awful at the same time. Like if you knew your daughter was going to go to this camp thing and she's gonna break out in a fight with another girl while she's completely drunk, gets like slammed to the gravel ground, like they both got slammed, like you heard like boom, and like you saw it and you're like, that had to have hurt. If you'd known that, would you send your daughter to this camp? Would you pay for her to get drunk and do that?
I wouldn't pay for my daughter to get drunk at all.
But would you, like, honestly, if like I feel like if any mother had seen that, like they wouldn't have done that. It's just crazy.
Yep. But whilst that was happening, there was a lot of fights. It was awesome. It was awful. I mean, I walk into the washroom, people are like puking everywhere, and there's like vomit everywhere. I heard this morning that there was a poop in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah, some people in the shower.
Well, we're getting ready for bed. Like everything's finally quieting down. Well, as quiet as you can get here, and
People like stomping outside
Yeah.
our tent. I swear, if I hear the F-bomb one more time, I'm gonna shoot somebody. I'm
you
gonna smack
mother,
them.
father Abraham.
I'm gonna like smack them upside with the head with the Bible in the most loving way. I'm just gonna be like, boom, stop saying that. Like seriously, you think they come up with a better word? It's so annoying. And it's just like they do this. Have we told them about the chant? Let's get rowdy.
Oh, we haven't.
Let's get effing rowdy. Okay.
Their chant
it
is
was,
"Let's
like-
get rowdy." Instead of actually getting rowdy, they chant it.
And so they start chanting it, and they chant it forever, and they chant it every second that there's like a little bit of like silence or something, and it's just like it was okay at first. I swear I've heard that chant like 200 times, more than 200 times. I've heard it so much, it's ridiculous, and like I'm so sick of it. Like, come up with a new chant, dudes. Bye. Thank you so much.
Go get them wherever you go. Thank you. Good satisfaction.
Thank you. Thank you.
Props, guy. Anything special to you?
He does think you're special.
Kept saying I was sturdy or strong. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Probably because you are. And then I went to sleep, and I'm still sick.
I didn't. Me? There was a guy who gave up his tent so that people could do the dirty dance in that tent, and he gave away his jumper to a girl because she was cold. So this guy's like a weirdo. He's awesome. He was a very nice guy. So he wanted to sleep on a chair, and there was a table right there, and like this on the table. I was like, bro, you're gonna wake up with serious back pain if you sleep like that. And he was like freezing cold, and he wouldn't come into our tent because it wasn't his, and he was a super nice guy, and he wouldn't take anyone's jacket because he was super. Even though he's super cold, he didn't want to be rude. So eventually, I was like, bro, this is what's going down. So I pump him up an air mattress. We had an extra air mattress. Stick it outside. Get him to lay down on it. Put some like towels on it because it was a bit damp. Grab like Steph's sweater, a couple of my sweaters, and just lay it on top of him without telling him, and then just left. Because he wasn't gonna accept them anyway, so we just stuck it on top. The dude who stepped out. Oh, you don't remember that? You weren't there.
Oh, come on.
And then after that, the girls here heard a weird noise in the tent beside us, and I didn't hear it at all. And then all of a sudden they come out and they're like, Jacob, go inside that tent. Go inside their tent. What's wrong with Mary? I was
It's
like,
an adaptive.
I don't know what's
You're
happening.
like, go, and you're like standing there like this, and like, oh man.
So I go into the tent, and Murray is like having a seizure or something. I've never seen one before. I thought they all happen when they shake, but
No, a lot of people just go blank, and like their eyes are open, but there's like nothing going on.
it was scary actually.
Too scary. Timothy had it taken care of, so that was awesome.
I was scared because it sounded like he was snoring with his eyes open.
God's got him. He's an awesome guy.
Murray, he's a rock.
He's a rock.
Like a big rock. Not like this kind of rock, but like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Except for,
Is the phone dead?
except for Murray's old and has white hair. But I heard he has a nice smell.
He does. He keeps. It's funny because one day I'm like, somebody smells really good, like a boy, like really good boy scents, you know, like when they wear like good cologne or good deodorant. And I'm like, somebody smells really good, and I was just like, every time I smelled it, like, somebody smells really good. And Jacob said, I bet you it's Murray. Next time he walks past,
He walked by like where the draft was coming in, and it was Murray.
It's so
It smells like baller. He has the sweetest sweaters. Like I got everyone talking about Murray's swag.
missed it.
Everyone was talking about like how much swag Murray had. It was awesome.
Yeah, I know
Best
that thing's
hat.
broken.
Can't
We'll
sleep.
end
The
with this.
clowns
And-
will
yeah.
eat me.
There's a bend in the.
Oh, I woke up this morning.
That's what Beth
And then
And we
does.
said
that's
bye
what
to some of the kids,
Yeah.
and we got prophesied over some work. You really
Well,
did.
we're not talking about this morning
Oh,
yet.
never mind. We'll talk about this
Got
morning
props that
later.
over Harborough. You like my Oh, let's make this thing look good. My glasses.
Do it again.